How to change your finances in exactly 1 year, even if you are deep in debt. Imagine one day you check your phone, instead of worrying about loan repayments, overdrafts, and paid bills, you have excess money on your phone. You are finally sleeping peacefully. Now, here is the truth. Most people think getting out of debt requires earning millions. It doesn't. It requires changing a few money habits consistently over 1 year, and you're gonna be in a good standing. That's what I'm gonna be talking about in this video. And by the way, at some point in this video, I'm gonna share a 7-day challenge which is gonna assist you feel you are in a better financial position even as you're working towards fixing in 1 year. You are welcome. My name is Afagzad Sifuna. In case you are new here, subscribe and drop a like on this video. Having said that, the very first step is you accepting your current reality. Most people out there fight the reality. It all starts with the acceptance. If your debt is 30K, 300K, 3 million, write it down the way it is. Write each and every debt because you cannot fix what you don't know. Let's take an example of someone called James. Maybe they owe HELB to 50K, credit card 80K, Fuliza 12K, family loan 60K. Their total debt is 402,000. By them writing down, this is going to assist them have clarity of the debt they have in total and then think about how to fix it. Because most people out there have a sense of individual debts, but they haven't written down everything to know the total debt. Once you write down, you can think about fixing in a systematic way. And then the second step is you to stop digging the hole. Imagine you are standing in a hole. Would you keep digging? Of course not. Yet, many people do exactly this financially. They borrow to pay another loan. They use credit cards for groceries. They buy phones on loans. They finance even vacations or even other habits they have using loans. If you are serious about changing your finances, please stop taking new debt. You are already in debt. You are thinking about fixing that debt mess you are in. So stop taking other debts. And this might mean no upgrading of your phone because you feel like doing so, no expensive vacations, no unnecessary furniture, no impulse shopping. That is a temporal sacrifice. But you gonna be fixing long-term suffering because by you sacrificing temporarily, you won't suffer for long. And then the third step, which you need to follow, is you building a survival budget. This isn't your forever budget. It is your escape budget. Imagine your salary is 100K. Instead of spending everything, think about how you can shove out something for you to start to be intentional about clearing any debt you have. Case in point, if your housing is expensive, maybe narrow it down to 30K, food 15K, transport something like 10K, utilities maybe 8K, maybe fix all the other essentials in 7K, things like transport, you purchasing small things here and there. That is going to cap your total at 70K. And with that, you will be able to unlock 30,000. That 30,000, you're going to use it to attack debt. The most important thing is to start attacking debt as soon as you can, not utilizing the remaining 30K on entertainment or even pursuing luxury. Think of this as a financial boot camp. 1 year of discipline can save you decades of stress or decades of suffering. And then the fourth step is you creating a small emergency fund. This sounds strange. Why save while you are in debt? Because life happens, and that's the fact. Imagine your tire might burst. Imagine your child might get sick. Your fridge might break. Without savings, it's only gonna mean for you to be able to fix any emergency or any kind of issue which comes up, you'll end up borrowing and you'll be back to where you started. Simply put, you can start small to build an emergency fund. If, for example, you are earning 100K, 150K, maybe shove aside 10K or even 20K or 1 month's worth of essential expenses. This isn't investment money. It is money that's going to protect you even as you are looking to fix the debt situation. And then the fifth step, which is also very important, is you choosing a debt strategy. There are two popular strategies: Snowball method and Avalanche method. The Snowball method simply says you need to start attacking debt with a small amounts of debts. That is going to give you a psychological win to keep you going. Case in point, if your Fuliza debt is small, or maybe credit debt is small, you could start with Fuliza, then go to the credit card debt, family loan, then attack the HELB loan. That way, you're going to be celebrating small wins as you continue paying. And then the Avalanche method is where you approach debt payment by, first of all, clearing the biggest of debts, because what you're going to be thinking about is you catching or curtailing or stopping that runaway interest. So in case, for example, you have a big bank loan, you're going to clear that fast so as to stop those runaway interest and then continue clearing the others bit by bit. And then the sixth step, which you need to implement, is you increasing your income. One mistake people in debt do is think they can save themselves out of debt and even build wealth. Unfortunately, you can't, because chances are your salary won't expand exponentially in case you're just staying there like that, waiting for a miracle to happen. Think about learning a skill which you can action to make money. Maybe you already have some skills or networks. Do freelancing, do consulting, start a small business somewhere else. Do something small at your spare time. With that, even a simple amount of money, like for example, every month, you being able to shove aside 20K or making 20K more, in 1 year, that's almost $250,000. That is going to go a long way to assist you clear debt. So don't just sit there and then think things are going to happen. Take the necessary step to think about increasing your income and make it happen. And then the seventh step is you automating good decisions. You know, guys, in your quest to fixing the debt mess, along the way, you're going to realize there are good decisions or financial decisions you're going to be making, which you didn't have made without you fixing the debt or attempting to do so. So if, for example, you have standing order which goes towards paying a debt, do that. If, for example, you have savings which leave your account automatically, continue doing that. Once you clear the debt, stick to the good habits which are automated, which is going to assist you continue moving in a good way. And then the eighth step is you changing your identity. With this, I don't mean you changing your name. I mean you changing your mindset. Okay? If, for example, you have a mindset of saying, I am bad with money, maybe you'd want to say, I'm becoming someone who manages money in a better way. You embracing a new identity is you embracing possibilities, is you embracing good financial practices. So just do that, and then you're going to see how this is going to work in your favor. And by the way, if you follow these steps, in 1 year, you living below your means, building an emergency fund, attacking bad debt consistently, increasing your income, automating payments, changing your mindset, you probably won't be in debt. Of course, you won't become a millionaire, but you'll become something even more valuable. You'll be financially free from constraining stress, which has been hitting you constantly. And once debt stops taking your income every month, you're going to be able to unlock money for other possibilities. Key to this is building wealth. You need to be debt-free for you to be able to build wealth in peace. It's all about you making sure you never go back. I hope this video has really been helpful to you. And if you've watched this video this far, I want to give you a 7-day challenge in case you are in a financial mess, to start implementing this immediately and feel like your life is back on course even as you implement the 1-year plan. The 7-day challenge is this. Today, list every debt you have and its interest. Day 2, create a survival budget. Day 3, cut 3 unnecessary expenses. Day 4, set up automatic debt payment. And then day 5, find one way to earn an extra income. Think about it and go and execute. And then day 6, save your first emergency fund. Day 7, review your plan and commit to following it through for the entire year. That 7-day window was a challenge for you to see you can do it. Now extrapolate that to the entire year and make that happen. Fixing your debt, fixing your finances in 1 year is possible if you have a plan, you are disciplined, and you commit to making it happen. All the very best. I look forward to you commenting down below what you think of this video, and most importantly, come back once you have a plan in place, you are working at a particular plan, sticking to it. Come back and also comment how you are progressing, whether it is 1 week later, 2 weeks later, 1 month later. I'd like to hear from you if this plan is actionable, if you are following it, and most importantly, if it is yielding results for you. Cheers, guys. I look forward to share with you other amazing videos next time. Take care.